wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hey guys, what's up? SkyHighAviationHD Reese here. Today we're doing this video by myself, as Alex is on holiday in Turkey, so obviously is unable to do this video with me, but I thought we'd still go through July's new airliners anyway. So, before we start, just remember, like, comment, subscribe, much appreciated. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we start off with the Airbus A220. Bit of a weird name, I know. It's just the Bombardier C series, but they've renamed it to the A220 because of Airbus buying a huge stake in it. And it does look weird to see a A220, not the A320. It's very weird, but it's something we'll get used to. I think, personally, the aircraft looks beautiful in those colours, as do any Airbus aircraft in the home colours. It's also a bit weird seeing almost like an Airbus test reg, if you will, in a C reg, but, you know, it is what it is. I would have thought it would be in a French or a German reg, since it's now flying in Toulouse, I believe. But it's done that Canadian reg, which is a bit odd. I don't think that might change in the future, who knows, but it's certainly beautiful. The C series is a really nice aircraft, and I'm excited to see what Airbus can bring to it, see if they can add anything. So next up, it's the Air China A350, and they're first apparently. Now, I'm genuinely surprised by that. I thought Air China already had some A350s, but hey, I was wrong. I think the livery itself is really nice. The normal livery isn't. It's plain. It's just. But that livery, the colours, it looks really vibrant, really nice, really, really stands out at an airport, which is the most important thing for an airline, I think. The A350 itself, nice plane. I love the wingtips. It'll never beat the 787. Comment, just roast me if you think I'm wrong, but it will never be the 787. The cockpit windows are just lovely in the black eye mask. Not too much else to say about that. I haven't really got too much background on Air China, so yeah, but congratulations to them on getting the first A350, I guess. Next up, an Air Malta A320 Neo. It's got SpongeBob on it. It's immediately the best livery in the world. It's a really nice livery, actually. Air Malta's livery is always really nice, and hey, they had SpongeBob, so hell yeah. One point to Air Malta. The tail is really nice. The colours are really nice, and putting on a Neo, it's a win-win situation, The Neo is such a beautiful aircraft to feature a special on, so I'm really glad they chose the A320 Neo for that. I've got like the reg 9 Hotel Neo. I like that a lot. Now, an Air Tanzania 787, it's got a giraffe on the tail. That's pretty much all I can say about that. It's quite a nice tail. Colours is always nice on a plane. You never like just a boring, plain old white livery. B8. Yeah, it looks very nice. Pretty much, yeah, I guess. Next up, we have a Belgian Air Force Embraer 135. I believe it's in the 70 years of 15th Wing livery. Now, I have no background on the Belgian Air Force. I don't have a clue what the 15th Wing is, but it's been around for 70 years, so congratulations. It's quite a nice tail. I think the Embraer 135 is always a bit of an older looking plane, because it is a bit of an older plane. So to make it look a bit more modern with a nice colourful tail is a good idea, and I do like when Air Forces give a bit of a special livery for a special anniversary. It's quite nice. So next up, this one's titled Dynamic Airlines or Eastern ? Now, I know who Eastern are. They've got their logos on loads of planes. They're one of these companies who put their logos on anyone's planes, and I can't say I've ever seen one, but this one has been put on the 767-300 of Dynamic Airlines, I guess. I think. It says at the bottom, Dynamic Airlines is now the third company to take on the Eastern Airlines branding following Chapter 11 proceedings. I haven't got a clue what Chapter 11's proceedings are. I like the livery though. I like the lines going back to the tail. Looks very modern, very swish. The engines look like they're just been stolen from Vueling, but you know, maybe Dynamic Airlines fans thinks Vueling engines have been stolen from Dynamic Airlines. Who knows? Oh boy, I am excited to see this one. The EasyJet A321 Neo. Now they've already got some A320 Neos and they look beautiful, but this A321 Neo, oh, it looks very nice. Looks very nice indeed. It's so weird seeing an EasyJet A321. And what's even better is it's the Neo. I think it looks really nice. I quite like how they've added the A321 on the actual Neo symbol. It's very nice, you know, just to make stand out. Obviously, plane spotters would look at that and immediately notice the A321, but maybe someone who's not a plane spotter would look at that, and it tells them. And it's nice to know what plane you're flying on sometimes, even if you're not a nav geek, you know. The EasyJet new livery is very nice as it is, very vibrant. Not much more to say than that, but I'm really, really looking forward to seeing that. Next up, the Ethiopian 737 MAX aircraft. Again, it's one of those liveries that I'm not too fond of. It's just white and then a bit of sign on the tail, just like British Airways, and I'm not too much of a big fan of that. But it's, you know, it's a 737 MAX. It's a nice aircraft, so it does look worse on the 777s and the 767s. So it gets a bit of a upper mark for that. I can see it's got Wi-Fi, which is always great. You know, every airline should have Wi-Fi nowadays, in my opinion. But it's been worked on. It's coming. Ethiopian Airlines themselves, I think they're doing really good. Really, really good. They've got some really modern aircraft in the fleet, and they're growing, add new destinations. So well done to Ethiopian. And next up, the high-flight Airbus A380. Now this is a bit of an interesting one. This is the world's first second-hand Airbus A380. And I believe it came from Singapore. I might be wrong. If anyone knows, do correct me. I'd love to know. But I think it was Singapore. It's currently painted in all white, as it says bottom. So I would take it on what they're going to implement a livery onto it. I don't know. I can't say I've ever seen High Flyers livery, but I'm sure it would look pretty cool. Now this is actually going to be featured at Farnborough Air Show, and that's super exciting for me and Alex, because me and Alex will actually be at Farnborough. We will be filming the day, some of the air show, some of the static displays, and then we are staying at Heathrow overnight after that. So expect a Farnborough video to come up, and hopefully a really good London Heathrow spotting video at Myrtle Avenue. Hopefully the winds will allow us to do that, but wherever they land in, we can try and get some kind of video for you, as Heathrow's one of the best airports in the world for spotting, and we're going to try and portray that. Next up, the Level A321 in Vienna. Now, I believe Level itself is a Spanish airline. I might be wrong. I believe it was made by IAG, which is the kind of founders known as British Airways, Aer Lingus, Iberia, I believe as well. And this is like their low-cost rival to June and Norwegian. So a bit confused as to why it's got an Austrian reg, and it's based in Austria, in Vienna more specifically, but it is. You know, maybe we'll find out one day, maybe we won't. I think the tail's very nice. I really do like the contrast of blue and green together. The rest of the body, the fuselage, could have added some kind of underbelly design, maybe. I don't know. But it looks very nice in any Airbus A320 family with winglets or shark tips, or whatever you like to call them. It's a nice one. So, top props to them for having their winglets / sharklets added. Now, this next one, we have LOT Polish Airlines, and they've actually featured this livery now on 2 aircraft, the 737 MAX and the 787. It's a really nice livery. I love how it starts at the front. If you look closely, it's actually the outline of Poland itself. That's really nice, and it travels all the way to the tail and the underbelly, and it's just celebrating their independence, I guess, and why not? If American can do it, why can't everyone else? It's really nice. It does stand out, and again, any livery on a modern aircraft will tend to look better, in my opinion, especially if it's on the 787. I really do like this livery, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can see it at Heathrow. My god, we have a lot this month. Next up is the Nepal Airlines A330-300. And this is the first wide-body aircraft for Nepal Airways, at least from Hi-Fly. So, it's just one of those plain liveries until you get to the back, and okay, props to them. It's a nice tail, it's a nice back to the aircraft. But the rest is just white, like just add some underbelly design, you know, just add something to it. But I've never really heard of Nepal Airlines, so congratulations to them on getting an A330. And you know, it must be quite an upgrade in their fleet, you know. I do like the engine design as well, their little flick swoosh going up onto the engine. That does look quite. Next up, the Strata 767-300, brought to you by Northern Air Cargo. That's a really nice livery, in my opinion. The front half is all white, but the back and the engine really makes up for it. And I do like the approach of putting, you know, your company logo or your motto on the engine, just like Flybe. I really do like that. It adds so much more customization to the aircraft. And Strata's motto, I guess, is teamwork that delivers, and can't agree more. But the back with the blue fading in with the red, that's really nice. And this will be operating out of Miami, so any Miami Swaz, you've got a Strata 767 in a nice livery now. Congratulations. Next up, the TAP Portugal A321neo. I just don't like TAP's Portugal's livery. Okay, why do they feel the need that they have to have their logo so big but nothing else? Literally nothing else. Not a big fan of it, but it's an A321neo. It's a nice plane. The tail, it's a bit confusing. You guess it's kind of a AP, so where's the T? You know? But it says Air Portugal on it, so no one get confused. The A321neo is a nice plane, so congratulations to them for getting the first A321neo for their airline, and I hope them success with it, I guess. Congratulations, TAP. Now, last but not least, WestJet's new livery is flying. Now, I really like that livery. They have an underbelly design. The tail is really nice, really nice. On the 77 Max, it looks really nice. WestJet, Canadian airline, but I believe they have plans to bring their 73 Maxes over to UK and Europe, so hopefully we'll get to see this one day. I think it's a really nice blend of the blues and the whites, and congratulations to them for having a new livery that looks really nice, as their old livery, less than desirable. So guys, that is it for July's new airliners. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a really long list. I'm starting to run out of words to describe these planes, but we made it. So remember, if you enjoyed, please like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and it really helps us grow. We massively appreciate where we are right now, but if we could grow further, that'd just be absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.